All right, how's it going, everybody? My name is Mark Harmon, and you are watching the Comic on Demand show. That is correct. We are now at episode 30, people. So this is crazy. To be honest, I didn't think I'd make it this far. And it doesn't really feel like I've done 30 episodes. That feels like a lot. It feels like I've done like, I don't know, half, like 15 maybe. But this is crazy. This is episode 30. I should have done something cool and special for it, but I didn't even think about it till right now. So, sorry. maybe I'll do a um maybe I'll do like I don't know, episode 31 could be a special one. I don't know. We'll make random numbers special episodes. That'd be cool. No one's ever done that before, I'm sure. Anyway, like I said, my name is Mark Harmon. This is the Comic on Demand show. For those that don't know, this is the show where I will draw a 4-panel comic that will look something like this. But as you can see, it is blank. That is because I'm going to let you, the viewer, tell me what to draw. Yes, that is correct, ladies and gentlemen. So if you don't have the chat pulled up, make sure you pull up the chat because that's where you're going to put your suggestions. But not right now, not yet. I have some ground rules first. Just for copyright reasons, I'm not going to draw anything that already exists, like Superman, SpongeBob, whatever, name brands, sports mascots, all that stuff. Anything that's like a real thing, a real character, has a real name or something that has a trademark or whatever. I'm not going to take any of those suggestions. And then I like to keep this show as PG as possible, so I don't take any suggestions of anything overly graphic or raunchy or any hot button topics or anything. So don't give me those suggestions either. So how this is going to work is you're going to see a screen pop up with a little dancing guy right about here. And it'll say, be right back. And then hopefully, if I time it right, I'm going to put the word go in the chat. So make sure you're watching the chat. And hopefully my go and the dancing guy pop up at the same time. Hopefully they do. They might not. One might pop up first. But make sure you're watching the chat. And when it says Comic on Demand go, then that is when you will put in your suggestions. Sound good? So let's get those suggestions right now. So get those suggestions ready. When you see the word go in the chat, then put it in. And then I will take the first 2 suggestions and I'll take those 2 suggestions and combine them together to make this 4-panel comic. Sound good? All right, so let's get those suggestions right now. All right, it looks like we have our first 2 suggestions. Our first suggestion is Dragon, suggested by Lucas. And then our second suggestion is Irish Spring. Irish Spring. How is that for an Irish accent? Oh boy. It's a good thing that like millions of people don't watch this because I would have a lot of Irish people mad at me right now for that terrible accent. All right. I'm going to put those suggestions right here. Dragon and Irish Spring. Okay. Dragon and Irish Spring. Those kind of go together, don't they? Do you guys think of Ireland when you think of dragons? I don't know, maybe. Okay. Let's see. Yes, random numbered special episodes. So maybe I'll maybe be like a surprise or something. Yeah, the music started, so I thought that meant go. See, someone wasn't listening. I said, look for the go in the chat because I've explained this lots of times, but there's like a delay. There's like a 20-second delay when I hit the button and then you see it. you see it like 20 seconds after I do it. So I push the button and then I just sit here in silence and pick my nose. And then I count to 20 and then I hit go in the chat. And then hopefully those two things pop up at the same time. So like the chat is instantaneous, but the delay is pretty bad. So I'll say, and it happens all the time where like I'll say something and then 20 seconds later I'll forget what I said. And then you guys will make a comment about it in the chat. And I'll be like, huh? What are you talking about? Because 20 seconds has gone by and I forgot what I was saying. So that's what happens if you guys put things in the chat and I don't know what you're talking about, because that just means I've already forgotten because of this crazy delay. All right, Dragon and Irish Spring. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's do it. Okay. I don't draw very many dragons. Sean Connery as a dragon. That was from that movie, huh? From what's it called? Dragonheart. It's called Dragonheart. Sean Connery was the dragon. He did the voice. I remember that movie. Came out when I was in high school. Okay. Let's see. Did I already say that I don't really draw very many dragons? I don't draw things with long snouts. For some reason, my style and the way I draw doesn't really lend itself to things with snouts. I gotta remedy that because things have snouts, so I need to figure out a way to draw snouts, I guess. This dragon's just looking like a dog. But maybe it's a luck dragon, like from Neverending Story. Well, it looks like a dog. Where do the eyes go on a dragon like this? I don't know where to put the eyes. Oh shoot! You know what? I already planned it out what I was gonna draw, and yeah, it turns out I was gonna do like Irish Spring, like the soap, and oh, you know what? Never mind. It's all good. Cause I was like, wait, I don't do brand names, but I guess I'm already giving away the joke. But anyway, I'm just gonna make it literal instead of the joke, instead of the soap. Oh my goodness, there's lots of stuff going off in the chat. Sorry. Usually I have somebody to like tell me when things are in the chat, but I don't. So whatever. If you're wanting me to respond to something in the chat, then and I don't, just get over it. It's a llama. I mean, it does kind of look like a llama. I need some lessons from Shiloh. Yeah, seriously, she needs to teach me how to draw a dragon, because that's not something I draw very much. I don't really draw dragons. Because they're like horses. I don't draw horses. Dragons, horses, bicycles. That's going in the highlight reel. All right. Now it kind of looks like the lion in Robin Hood. Yeah. See, I don't know how to draw dragons. All right. All right. I need some like scales or something. All right. Oh shoot! I need to do a word balloon right there. Okay. You know what? I should have done this at the beginning, but I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to go to Google real quick and just get some reference for dragons. So that's what's weird is, even though dragons are made up or whatever, they still should have a look, and I still need to get reference. I need one with like a... maybe that one. I need one that's got maybe like a straightforward head. Because I'm not just going to sit there and draw side views the whole time. See, I should have just drawn a baby dragon. Well, it wouldn't have made sense though, but maybe I should have drawn a baby dragon, but then I can make it just look like a Charizard or a Pokemon or something. But it is too late. I'm not redrawing that first panel. Oh, see, I could have made it all like cute like that. Then it would have been a lot easier. Or see, why isn't... All right, hang on. I don't know if I can do this, but anyway, see this cute dragon right here? I mean, why isn't my style like that? Then I wouldn't have this problem. Okay. That's what I get for having a not super simple style, I guess. You drew a sick dragon on the sail of a little boat I made in Boy Scouts. I probably still have it. I don't remember that. A sailboat in Boy Scouts. See, the only thing that the only dragon I sort of remember, at least sort of involving your family, was I drew Austin a dragon that got put on a pillow. I remember drawing that dragon, But I don't remember a dragon on a side of a on a sailboat. If you find it, send me a picture. Okay. Oh, hang on. I need to flip this reference real quick. That's like real exciting, huh? Flip horizontal. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have to amend my dragon in the first panel. In the first panel here, I think, because these are two different dragons. So, and I think this one's a little better. So I'm gonna have to go back to panel 1 there and fix it. Evelyn is helping draw your dragon. Sweet. Yeah, man. If anybody wants to draw along, go ahead. Okay, it's gonna say something like, after a long day of pillaging, okay, so I'm gonna go back and looks too much like a dog. Whatever, man. Close enough. panel 3 is going to be my my cop-out panel. This is going to be the panel where I just do a silhouette. So that's all gonna just get filled in with black. Alright, hello there. After a long day of pillaging, my body odor is terrible. That's why I use ... Pretty sure I remember seeing a drawing that you did while you were in high school that was a dragon with beefy arms, or maybe that's Strong Bad I'm thinking of. I mean, I might have drawn a dragon with beefy arms. I did in college one time. I drew a dragon sitting in a cubicle with like a headset, like doing tech support. It was like tech support dragon. Turned out it was actually a small boat with a chair going to the beach, but it was still good. Oh, sweet. I shall, after this is over, I'm going to go find it. I guess I could look at it right now, but then that means I wouldn't be drawing. Okay, let's do... I need to look at my reference here. Okay. I like that it was clearly stated that no commercialized products would be... I didn't say I wouldn't mention commercialized products. I just said I'm not going to draw them. And then, and then I immediately got an idea to draw it. But then I realized, oh, you know what? I'll just draw the actual literal thing. And then I'll say that it's the literal thing. And then I'll get away with it, right? That's how copyright works. makes instead of a bar soap, just make him scrubbing his pits with a leprechaun. Are there pine trees in Ireland? Is that maybe a random question, but all right. Just about ready to ink this thing. All right. But before I ink it, there it is. There's basically the joke. He says, "Hello there. After a long day of pillaging, my body odor is terrible. That's why I use a fresh Irish spring." Like literally a spring in Ireland. That's it. That's a joke. Okay. So, all right, people. So before I start inking this thing, though, this is the time where I do the mid suggestion. Okay. So if you didn't get a chance to get in on the first suggestions, now's your chance to get one suggestion. Okay. But same rules apply. Same little thing. You're gonna see a dancing guy, and make sure that you wait until you see the word "go" in the chat, and not when the little guy pops up. Just forget the little guy. Don't worry about him. He's just so you don't have to just sit there and see my face stare in the camera. So the little guy's going to pop up. I'm going to put "go" in the chat. When you see the word "go," give me a suggestion, and I'll stick it somewhere in here. Sounds good? Let's do it. Somebody really wants me to draw a spatula. Dude, you have to wait until I put "go" in the chat. And then the first suggestion that comes after the "go," that's the one I do. Sorry, but it looks like a cactus. It looks like a cactus beat spatula. At least that's what it says on my end. There's my "go," and then it says cactus. And then scrubbing leprechaun, then spatula. So spatula is number 3. Sorry, you put spatula too early. So we got cactus. Okay. Let me take it off my face there. Cactus. It looks like he's holding a piece of fried chicken. But it's a cactus. It's a spiky piece of fried chicken. All right. Okay. All right. You know what, Will? Here's what I'm going to do. Just because you don't get to watch the live stream very much, and I feel all bad and stuff. He's going to say, hello there. My name is Spatula. There, it's Spatula the Dragon. Are you happy? Alright, the things I do for you people. Okay. Spatula the Dragon. Alright, let's start inking this thing. Spatula the Dragon will fit in with all the other characters from the Comic on Demand universe. Because there was like Special Agent Cinnamon Roll or something. And there was like a lemon gorilla. So why not Spatula the Dragon, you know? It only makes sense. Yeah, since it's a dragon, it could totally use as a cactus as like a loofah or something, huh? Because it wouldn't fill it because of the scales and stuff. Does this mean I have to add you to my Christmas card list? No, but you do have to name a spatula after me. So you can do that. If the spatula at your house, in your kitchen, currently does not have a name, then you must name it after me. But if your spatula already does have a name, then the next spatula you get, then you have to name your next spatula after me. Okay. All right. The spatula does look like a mark. It will definitely leave a mark if you smack someone with it. Okay, since I'm drawing dragons, everybody put your favorite dragon in the chat. Whether it's from like a book or a movie or a cartoon or something. What's your favorite dragon? Or Lucas, you're the one that you're the one that suggested dragon. Lucas, what's your favorite dragon? We got one vote for Toothless. Right now, I kind of wish I was toothless. Just because I went to the dentist today and I have an abscess. Is that what he said? Like in this tooth back here. And so tomorrow I'm going to go get a hole drilled in it so that the pus or whatever can drain out or whatever and put pressure off of it so it stops hurting. And then in the near future after that, then I'm going to have to get a root canal. So that's good times. So currently I have a bit of a toothache. This lame chat cut off my comment. Apparently my stories are too long. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no control over the chat. So if something goes crazy in the chat, that's all YouTube's fault. I can't do anything on my end. Oh, and just for like future reference, if it ever happens that like some weirdo or troll comes on to watch the show or something and starts putting weird stuff in the chat, you can click on their name and then I think there's like a mute button that you can then just mute them and then you won't see their stuff anymore. The problem is I will. so yeah, so if someone wanted to troll me, basically I'd have to sit there and take it or just, ignore it, but I would still see it, but you all could hide it. I just can't hide it on my end. So just so you know, if it ever happens, you can mute somebody. I think Facebook frowns upon people putting long things in a chat. Like you can put long stuff in a comment, like on the video, but not in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, there was one episode I was worried that it might happen because I'll be honest, there's sometimes where I get into it with people online, especially like on Facebook, and and I know I shouldn't. It's just really dumb that I do, but sometimes I do, and like your cover picture on Facebook is public, so anybody can see it, and my cover picture is basically an advertisement for this show. So so if I really made somebody mad, all they'd have to do is just look at this, look at my cover photo and be like, "Oh, you have a live show, do you?" And then they could come troll me. There's this one time I made a comment somewhere, and this one lady was like, "Of course you would say something like that. Comic on demand." And I was like, that's comic as in comic book, not comedian." She thought I was being funny or something. Or she thought I was trying to be funny, I guess. So she thought comic meant like a comedian. You saw no go? But see, the best part though is if somebody did want to troll me, like I'm the one with a microphone, and I could just sit there and just bash on them right here. And what are they going to do about it? They going to shut me down? You know what I'm saying? It would be like a comedian that you can't heckle. They could just sit up there on stage and just roast you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Not that I'm particularly good at roasting people, but do you, do you have any more cockroach stories? No, I think that was it. I told all my cockroach stories. I don't have a lot of them, and that was it. That was all of them. It was just that one apartment in New Jersey had cockroaches. All of my other apartments didn't. But I do have more gross stories. They're not cockroaches, but they're almost just as gross. So, like, one time we had a dinner appointment at this member's house, and we took home the leftovers, and it was like this cut up sliced meat. It was like a roast. It was like leftover roast or something. And they put it in a bag and they sent it home with us. And I don't know if it was like a day or two or something later. Like it wasn't super long, but it might even be the next day. I don't remember. But I reheated it in the microwave, and I'm sitting there eating it. And then after like 2 or 3 slices of this roast, I then looked in the bag, and in between each slice were maggots. And so I was like, oh, I wonder if I've been eating maggots. And protein, I guess, right? So anyway, that's my gross story of the one time when I probably ate maggots. So that was pretty cool. This brush pen looks like it's running out of ink. I'm gonna have to change the cartridge soon. Anyway, I think that's it. We found, as a retired bug guy, we found 3 cockroaches in this rental we moved in the dishwasher. Ooh, it's supposed to be clean in there. This reminds me of my favorite superhero catchphrase, battle cry, spoon from The Tick. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, like saying spatula? Is that what you're talking about? Anyway. Ooh, it's all dirty and yucky. Anyway, there it is, people. There's your 4-panel comic. There's your comic on demand of a dragon and Irish Spring with the mid-suggestion of cactus. So there it is. There it is, people. There's your comic on demand. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Remember to like and subscribe. Remember, seriously, like the video, because it tells YouTube that it's cool, and then it shows it to more people, and then more people come, and then it's all cool or whatever. Unless you don't want more people to come, you want the show all to yourself, and then I don't know, whatever. If you're one of those, then maybe I don't know. I was trying to think of some sort of clever, funny insult about you wanting the show all to yourself, and I couldn't think of anything. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for showing up. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and all that stuff. And we'll see you next week.